Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of 26th of September 2022. Essence. Sweet children, the spiritual father has created this sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra. You Brahmins are protectors of this sacrificial fire. You are becoming praiseworthy, but you cannot be worshipped. Question: what will the stage of you children be when you have been completely enlightened with knowledge? Answer: at that time, your stage will remain unshakable and immovable. No type of storm of Maya will shake you. You will have reached your karmatit stage because you don't yet have full enlightenment of knowledge. You have storms and dreams of Maya, etc. This is a battlefield. New desires will emerge, but you mustn't be afraid of them. Take Srimad from the Father and continue to move forward. Song. Having found you, I have found everything. The earth and sky all belong to me. Om Shanti. You children have heard this song many times. Now, stabilize yourselves in its meaning. Hold on to the aim of now claiming your unlimited inheritance from the unlimited Father, the one whom we have been remembering for half the cycle. Ravan snatches away your inheritance, but people of the world do not know this. Only you children know this. This is the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra. It doesn't belong to a human being. Even Prajapita did not create this sacrificial fire. This is the sacrificial fire of Rudra. The ocean of knowledge, that is Shiva, created this sacrificial fire. Various types of sacrificial fires are created. They say Dach Prajapati creates them. There is no Dach Prajapati. Brahma is Prajapita, brackets father of humanity. Where did the name Dach Prajapati come from? The father sits here and explains that has been created wrongly. Many tall stories have been written in the scriptures. Now the father says, forget all the things you have been listening to and listen to that which I tell you. There would only be one Prajapita. All the sacrificial fires that those people create are material sacrificial fires. This is the spiritual sacrificial fire created by the spiritual father, for which Brahmins are required. Those Brahmin priests are a physical creation, whereas you are a mouth-born creation. Those who are born through the mouth cannot be worshippers. You are becoming worthy of worship, whereas they are worshippers. You become praiseworthy but cannot be worshipped now. It is wrong to worship bodily beings. Only the deities of the golden age are pure. Hindus have the custom of telling a wife that her husband is her God, her guru, her everything. So she would wash the feet of her husband and drink the water. Nowadays, that custom no longer exists. In a civil marriage, they do not use the words, your husband is your guru and God, etc. All of that is deceit, which is why they have created the picture of Lakshmi massaging the feet of Narayan. They think that she used to do those things and that a Hindu wife should therefore also do that. Can a half partner be made to do such things? There are many varieties of people, and so they create pictures of whatever customs they see. How could it be possible for Lakshmi to massage the feet of Narayan there? The father says, I come and massage the feet of Draupadi. However, they have shown the form of Krishna. All of those stories are useless. There, Rama does not have 4 brothers. There, they only have one son. So, where did the 4 children come from? The father says, I explain the essence of all those scriptures to you. Those things are explained to you, children, so that you can explain them to others. The father says, the oath they all take is false. They say that Krishna spoke the Gita. People hold a Gita in their hand and say, I recognize God to be present everywhere, and I will tell the truth. They do not say, I recognize God Krishna to be everywhere. Only of God do they say this. Now remove this aspect of Krishna being the God of the Gita from your intellects. Because they take false oaths, they have no strength left. Only the one Dharmaraj is accurate. He is the true supreme judge. There are no judges etc. in the golden age, because such things don't happen there. All of you will go there after settling your karmic accounts. You will then start again at the beginning and go through the stages of Sato Pradhan, Sato, Rajo and Tamo. Everything you see definitely changes from new to old. The world also changes from new to old. This is an old world, but how old it is, no one knows. Everything is always divided equally into 4. There are also 4 ages. The world is new at first, then it becomes a quarter old, then half old, and then completely old. It becomes ready to totally fall apart. The duration of this cycle is 5,000 years. You have now reached the end of it. During your final birth, you claim your inheritance from the Father for 21 births. You take 21 births in the golden and silver ages. Then why do you take 63 births in the copper and iron ages? Because when souls become impure, the lifespan of their bodies is reduced. For half a cycle, the lifespan is long. You are now studying yoga. You children haven't come here to study yoga or remembrance. You come here to listen to the Murli personally. You love the Murlis very much. You can have yoga wherever you sit. When the time of a student's examination is closed, wherever he sits, only the things of the examination will be going around in his intellect. Here you are studying and having yoga simultaneously. You also have to remember the one who is teaching you. The Father says, remember me alone. They have inserted Krishna's name by mistake. Sannyasis etc. don't remember Krishna. So who said Manmana Bhav? The Brahm element cannot say this. The Father takes the support of this mouth and says, children, remember me alone. All of these points have to be imbibed by your intellects and then explained to others. The people of the Congress party used to speak so loudly, and their leader was Bapuji, brackets Gandhi. That one was a physical father. whereas this is the spiritual father. Gandhi cannot be everyone's father. Shiv Baba is everyone's father. Brahma is also a father. But it is only you who know this at this time. The whole world will not recognize this because they have no understanding of it. Here we call incorporeal Shiv Baba Bapu. He is the father of all. He explains so many points to the children. Sometimes about souls, sometimes about the Supreme Soul, and sometimes about the scriptures. There are countless scriptures in Bharat. People of other religions only have one scripture. Here there are innumerable scriptures. Followers just say true, true to everything they hear. They don't have any aim or objective. For instance, there is the path of Radha Swami. They have given the name Radha Swami, but the Swami (Lord of Radhe) is Krishna. In fact, the form of Krishna is not as the people of Bharat recognize it. Radhe is a Kumari and Krishna is a Kumar. Therefore, how could Krishna be called a Lord? It is only after their marriage, when they become Lakshmi and Narayan, that he would be called a Lord. In childhood, they played together, so he is not a true Lord. There are many who even break their engagement. Now they saw Lakshmi and Narayan. But what was the name of Narayan's father? They cannot tell you that. They saw Krishna's mother and father. The mother and father of Krishna were different from Radhe's. Sri Krishna came from one place and Radhe from another. They have mixed up every aspect of the golden age. What were the names of the fathers of Lakshmi and Narayan? Where did Narayan take birth? No one knows that. Radhe and Krishna later become Lakshmi and Narayan. The father says there is so much paraphernalia on the path of devotion. On the path of knowledge, only the seed has to be understood. When you have knowledge of the seed, the whole tree enters your intellect. You understand that God, who is the highest on high, lives in the supreme abode together with all souls. Only Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar reside in the subtle region. Brahma and Vishnu take rebirth, but Shankar doesn't. Just as Shiv Baba is subtle, so too is Shankar. Therefore, they have combined Shiva and Shankar. However, in reality, they are separate. Shiv Baba inspires establishment through Brahma, sustenance through Vishnu and destruction through Shankar. Brahma becomes Vishnu, Saraswati and Brahma become Lakshmi and Narayan. This applies to you as well, because you too belong to the deity clan. The Father explains all the secrets, but those who imbibe them are number-wise. Whatever effort each one made to claim a status, that same effort is being made now. A reward cannot be created without effort being made. It is understood from someone's effort how much effort that individual made a cycle ago as well. At present, you are studying. The rosary of Rudra and Vishnu are remembered. But there is no rosary of Brahmins because you are all effort makers. Today you are moving along well, but tomorrow Maya may punch you. When the rosary of Rudra has been created, you will be transferred. Brahmins are effort makers. Today they are moving along well, but tomorrow they fall and so a rosary cannot be created. Previously, Baba used to create a rosary, but those who were in the third or fourth place are no longer here. This is a battlefield. If you don't understand something, ask about it, because you also have to explain to others. Those who are weak become confused. Brahmins are also number-wise. Some even ask, Baba has explained that many storms of Maya will come, and so how can we gain victory over them? If a teacher has not experienced this, how could she explain? The Father explains that storms and dreams of Maya will come until you have gained complete enlightenment of knowledge and have reached your Karmatita stage. At this time, many storms will come. An elderly person will become young, and more new desires will be created. You say that you never had those thoughts before. It is only now that you have come onto the battlefield. Herbalists say that the sickness will erupt with their medicine. Baba is experienced. He tells you everything. You must not be afraid of this. Some say, I don't know what has happened since I came into knowledge. Devotion was better than this. Baba says, by all means go and do devotion. These storms will not come to you there. Baba explains everything. The intellects of those who listen to this every day are able to imbibe these things. The main thing is to put this knowledge into practice. You may then go anywhere. You will continue to receive Murlis. They cannot forbid you from reading Murlis in the military. The military would not be told not to study the Bible or the Granth, etc. They study everything. They even have their temples. So you can receive Murlis anywhere. You have also been given an aim. The main thing is to give the Father's introduction. First of all, have the faith that the one who is teaching us is the knowledgeful one, God the Father. They will then understand the other things. No one knows how God the Father comes and teaches. It has also been written that God speaks and that His name is Shiva. He is the Supreme Soul. Param means Supreme. Everyone resides in the Supreme Abode. Brackets Param Dham. Someone among the souls has to play the supreme part. He is called the Creator, the Director and the Principal Actor. He is the Creator and Karan Karabanhar. Nevertheless, He also plays a part. He enters this one and plays such a huge part that Bharat becomes heaven, highest on high. Shiv Baba came, but what did he do when he came? They don't understand anything. They have made the lifespan of the cycle very long. The Father says, I have to come at the end of the Iron Age and the beginning of the Golden Age. It was the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan in the Golden Age. The world was pure. We were pure and we then became impure. How the stages of ascent and descent take place is now in your intellects. The Father says, children, continue to give the Father's introduction to everyone. Since the Father is the creator of heaven, we should definitely receive the kingdom of heaven. Bharat had this, but it no longer exists. This is why God has to come. Bharat is the birthplace of Shiv Baba. He came and made you into the residents of heaven. You have now forgotten this. This is a game of forgetting and not forgetting. By forgetting this knowledge, you go into the stage of descent. The stage of ascent is liberation in life in a second. For how long did you live in bondage? These things are not written in the scriptures. There is the story of Janak. The father says, "Forget everything you have studied. I am your father, teacher and Sadguru. I give you the inheritance for 21 births. In spite of that, O Maya, you bury my children in the graveyard." Shiv Baba makes you into residents of the land of angels. But because many children do not follow Srimad accurately, Maya deceives them. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children says Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. Number 1. Definitely study the Murli every day. Don't be afraid of the storms of Maya. In order to be saved from any kind of deceit, continue to take Srimad. Second, this study and yoga are together. Therefore, remember the Father, the one who teaches you. Make your intellect have faith and make others the same. Give the Father's introduction to everyone. Blessing, may you be a Karma Yogi and constantly perform elevated actions with your physical organs while seated on an immortal throne. A Karma Yogi is one who is seated on an immortal throne. That is, he is the master of himself and also has a right to the Father's inheritance of the fortune of the kingdom. The actions of those who always perform actions while seated on their immortal thrones are elevated because all their physical organs function are under law and order. If someone doesn't have the position of a throne, they cannot be law and order. Souls seated on their thrones always perform right actions and eat the instant fruit of right actions. Such souls receive happiness and also power. Slogan: those who love the Brahmin culture are loved by Father Brahma. Om Shanti.